Hello, everyone. Welcome to a weekly update on the financial market. My name is Tian. It is hard to believe, but we are quickly approaching to the one-year anniversary of the breakout of COVID-19 in the US. This is the presidential inauguration week. Stocks edged higher on Tuesday, rebounding from a rough previous week as the investor digests the results from the new earnings seasons, as well as signals for another big stimulus plan. Although on Friday, the market closed a little bit lower as IBM reported the weakest fourth quarter results since 1994. Overall, the US dollar market made a record to become the best performing inauguration week in the history. Let's meet the new Magnificent Five. The Magnificent Five are the five biggest market cap firms in the SP 500. Previously, the Mag 5 included Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, and Google or Alphabet. They accounted for a record high of about 26% of the SP 500, easily surpassing their prior record high of 18.5% at the height of the tech bubble during March 2000. On January 7, the Mag 5 has changed as Tesla displaced Facebook as the fifth largest company in the SP 500. Facebook's forward PE is about 25, comparing to Tesla's about 217. That caused the Magnificent Five's forward PE to rise from about 40 to about 45. In 2020, Tesla delivered about 500,000 cars, but they added almost $750 billion to its market value. In comparison, General Motors sold 2.5 million vehicles in 2020 and has more than $200 billion in assets, but its market cap is now only a small fraction of Tesla's at $62 billion. At its current PE ratio, it could take Tesla about 1,600 years to make as much money as the stock market has invested in it. In a speech on Thursday evening, President Biden called for $1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan, including a round of 1,400 per person direct payment to most households to supplement the $600 check sent late last year, and a 400 per week unemployment insurance supplement through September, and also expanded the paid leave and increases in the child tax credit. Those aid for the household made up for about half of the plan's cost, with much of the rest going to the vaccine distribution and state and local government. President Biden has also proposed immediately canceling $10,000 of federal student loan for every borrower, which could cost about $370 billion. That would eliminate debt for 15 million borrowers who owes $10,000 or less, but there are still nearly 30 million borrowers who owes more than $10,000. Student loan, which stands at $1.5 trillion, is the biggest category of debt America owes, aside from mortgages. The Wall Street Journal reported that the president-elect won't offer spending cuts or tax increase offset for his plan. So Janet Yellen, the new Secretary of the Treasury, Department of Treasury, will play an important role. Janet Yellen spoke before the Senate Finance Committee at her confirmation to the post of Secretary. In her prepared remarks, she said, "Neither the president-elect nor I proposed this relief package without an appreciation for the country's debt burden. But right now, with interest rate at historic low, the smarter thing we can do is act big. Everything is coming together for yet another round of fiscal and monetary stimulus that should stimulate more economic growth." With that, economists has raised a growth expectation For example, Goldman Sachs economists raised their 2021 US GDP forecast to 6.6%, a full 2.5% above their previous consensus, and are proposing the unemployment rate of 4.5% at the end of 2021. But others warn that the stimulus could also cause inflation, potentially, which would threaten both the real economy and the stock market. We saw option trading become the hottest thing in trading in 2020, and the trend continues in 2021. It is the latest sign of optimism, especially from the retail investors. According to Goldman Sachs, more than $500 billion worth of option on individual stocks traded on January 8th alone, the highest single-day level on the record. Many people are saying the stock market has become the derivative of the option market. As stock have continued their bullish position, many have ditched any bearish bet on the market. The short interest in the SPY index has recently hit the lowest level since March 2020. We saw option trading becomes hot. So similarly, we are seeing that the put call option ratio has been hitting the lowest level in the past 4 years. One recent example of this option Mania is from GameStop. GameStop basically is a brick and mortar company, often mall-based. It became the favorite among the short sellers for years. One reason is the declining fundamental of the company in this cloud-based economy. Another one is because it's a relatively small float. On Friday, we have seen a very rare convergence of short squeeze and also very fierce increase on the option trading on GameStop. On the short side, GameStop has 141% of the available shares has been shorted. And on Friday, the huge increase of the stock price is causing about $1.7 billion loss for the short sellers. On the option side, the most traded option is GameStop with strike price of $60 expiring on Friday. That was the most actively traded option across different exchanges. According to Bloomberg, the price of this option jumped from about 7 cents on Thursday closing to almost $2 on Friday, a 2,700% increase. It's not only a GameStop. Goldman Sachs Index tracks the top 50 most shorted stocks in the US. All of the company in the index has a market cap greater than $1 billion. According to this index, the 50 most shorted stocks have been skyrocketed since the V-shaped recovery, and the trajectory has been accelerated since October 2020. Similar pattern can be found from the non-profitable technology index. This non-profitable tech firm price has been skyrocketing. Lastly, I just learned that someone bought a winning ticket for the $1 billion jackpot. This ticket was bought at a Kroger somewhere in Detroit suburb. So someone is pretty lucky, and I hope that luck can fall on some of us in the audience. That's all for today. If you like the content, please subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned. I'll see you next time.